Good morning, my children. Welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. My name is Michael SK, and I think we've reached 5,600 subscribers now. Something like that. I'm a little late again with this episode. Every 50 subscribers is when I release another one of these episodes, and I think I'm late again. And I want to say that the reason is because it's hard for me to do these during the weekdays because I work and I get tired, but that's just me throwing around those excuses. But in the last episode, Yuuji and Sakaki had to run away again because, well, she was breaking down, man. Like, she was going through some crazy shit, and she gave away their position. But not that she really meant to, you know? She's just going through some stuff. So Yuuji brought her to an amusement park. It was nice, fun, emotional, this and that. So now we have a decision to make. They either continue to run away together, or confront Papa Sakaki together, and maybe stop all of this. Both of these things have pros and cons. Running away together, I want to say, has the pro of, you know, making sure that we're still with Yumiko as long as they don't get caught. The con being, it's possible that they can still get caught, and they're always going to have to be in hiding, which is not really a comfortable way of living. Confronting him, the pro, if things work out, then they don't have to be running away and living uncomfortably. But the con, if things don't work out, then, well, they're both fucked, you know? Like, that's it. There's no way to get around the craziness. So I've decided that we will go with confronting him because I think that's the actual way to go, and it makes sense. Like, there's some story there. In the anime, there's no story at all. Instead, she goes to Plan G, and I will leave it at that. So I think confronting him instead of running away and avoiding the issue would be the best option. So we will go with confronting him. And if you guys want to know, what happens in the anime, it's completely different from anything that happens here in the visual novel. I know that one for sure. Not to the specifics, but I do know it. But if you guys want to, have a quick summary of what happens, you can go ahead and watch my video, the Fruit of Grisaia analysis. I am going to advertise it in like every episode here, but I did work really hard, and I want you guys to check it out if you'd like. So go ahead and check my channel for the Fruit of Grisaia anime analysis. Definitely worked a lot on it. The car advances steadily down the dark, unlit road. Eventually, the rough country lane under our headlights gives way to a paved road, and the scenery around us starts to suggest the work of human hands. The dreamlike world behind us now. We've been dragged back into reality. Glancing briefly at the GPS mounted next to the wheel, I do a little mental arithmetic. Another 30 minutes or so. There shouldn't be much traffic after this, so maybe a little earlier. A tinge of barely suppressed uneasiness in her voice. Yumiko says that, and nothing more. The hand resting in her lap forcefully grips the fabric of her skirt, trembling ever so slightly. Feeling anxious? After all that running and hiding, we're suddenly confronting our enemy head-on. Can hardly blame the girl for being a little unsettled. For all her anger, Yumiko was only able to resist her father through self-imposed isolation until now. This must feel like something of a suicide mission. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. Taking one hand from the steering wheel, I reach down to Yumiko's lap and clasp her shaking hand. After a few strokes of my fingers against her white knuckles, that tense fist finally relaxes a little. After our mutual choice to confront Sakaki Michiyaki, I promptly got in contact with JB, after which Yumiko and I laid low for a few days. And yesterday I received the call I've been waiting for. Yumiko and I set out in a rented car, but I still haven't told her the details of our plan as of yet. Well, I said fight, but it would be a little too reckless to crash through the front door of a massive corporation and start kicking the furniture around. Yeah, we definitely didn't do that in someone else's route. Definitely not. I ease to a stop at a red light. For a moment, there's no sound except for our car's idling engine and the murmuring AM radio I left on for traffic reports. Before we get to that, if we're going to pick a fight, don't you think we're a little low on manpower at the moment? The sudden question leaves Yumiko bemused. Right now we're heading to the place where our allies are waiting. That's right. A handful of people who are willing to fight the world with us. The light changes to green. A step behind the black minivan next to us in the passing lane, I ease forward into the intersection. Our small silver van, bathing in faint moonlight, speeds earnestly down the all but empty National Road. Surrounded by darkness, that pale glint of light doggedly pushes forward, pursuing a single thread of hope. We're here, the final battlefield, so to speak. Climbing quickly out of the car, I wait for Yumiko to follow. As she steps down from the passenger seat, the girl looks up at the building in front of us, her mouth hanging open in shock. Wow, we're back! Looking at my face, then at the building, then back at my face, Yumiko stutters out a few flustered words. Paying her no mind, I stride forward and push open a familiar door for the first time in a good year. Sure has been a while. Normally, returning after a year's absence wouldn't be enough to inspire that much emotion. But then again, considering all the dramatic changes that have transformed our lives since leaving this place, maybe it's only natural that I'd get a little nostalgic. But just as those words of disbelief leave Yumiko's mouth, the sound of rapid footsteps approaches quickly from the far side of the lobby. Back off, thought. Whoa. Before I can even turn around, a human missile barrels into my side and tackles me to the ground. Ugh. Look, woman, couldn't you manage a slightly more normal hello? Stop sucking on my damn cheek. Yumiko's gonna... Squirming under Amane's embrace, I managed to move my face just enough to look up at Yumiko. As expected, she's staring down at her co-ed professional wrestling match with an expression halfway between astonishment and fury. Just get off already. It's hard to breathe with those great fat tits pressing down on my chest. I don't like this meeting. Look, Amane. With great difficulty, I finally managed to pry Amane off me. Oh, fuck. Skip that. My bad. As I clamber to my feet, Yumiko's angry glare gives way once more, an expression of sheer confusion. Amane's sudden assault might have been surprising, but not nearly so much as our return to Mihama Academy itself.
Kazami-san, Sakaki-san, okaeri nasai. O hisashiburi desu.
It's been a while since we've seen the old gang. Though not really, it's only been a few episodes since I make these things so damn long. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll explain the circumstances later. Sachi and Makina, looking completely unchanged from a year ago, make their appearance.
ユージ、ユミコ、戻ってきたの？今日？なんで？いつ？みちる様、さっき確かに伝えましたよ。
鳥頭が散歩に行く前に伝言なんて無駄の極みなのよさ。
Damn.
ちょっと聞いてないわよ。聞いたかもしれないけど、つか鳥頭ってあと散歩じゃないわよ。見回りに行ってたんでしょ。
Good old Waxies.
はい、みちる様が見回りに行ってらしたのは存じ上げております。お疲れ様でした。ご飯の準備もできてますよ。コロッケです。ありがとう。わかればいいのよ、わかれば。って何か重要なこと忘れてるような。そうよ、ユージ、ユミコ、なんでいきなり戻ってきたのよ。ねえ。
Your mind works in interesting ways, Michiru. As always. I find myself smiling at the nostalgic farce playing out before my eyes. On the other hand, Yumiko's too stunned to even speak. The expression on her face suggests an ongoing internal debate as to whether this is reality or some kind of dream.
Yuuji.
Finally, she reaches out tentatively and gives the sleeve of my shirt a little tug.
一体どういうことなの？いきなり寮に戻ってきたと思えばみんな揃ってるし、しかも何かわけのわからない話をしているし。ねえ、私だけなの？何も分かってないの？
Not even sure where to begin asking questions, Yumiko lets her confusion spill out in a somewhat jumbled stream of words.
ユージ、あんた、榊さんに何も説明しないで帰ってきたの？
Yes. Amane raises an eyebrow in surprise. Well, more or less. There was a lot going on. Didn't find the time to explain.
それは榊さんが混乱するのも無理はありませんね。
そんじゃお兄ちゃんの部屋行って話しようぜ。あと腹減った。
はい、それじゃあご飯を食べながら作戦会議にしましょうか。
そうね。ほら、みちるも頭ひねってないでご飯食べましょう。
あれ、なんだっけ。作戦、飯、
Damn. As usual, she's just the comedic relief. We'll leave it at that. How about it? Although we're probably just making Yumiko even more confused right now. For the time being, we decide to regroup in the management room. In other words, my former residence. Ah, this place hasn't changed. Alright, where should I even begin? After everyone's settled down inside the room, I pause to collect my thoughts. I've actually taken quite a number of steps without Yumiko's knowledge, and in some cases, matters are tangled enough that explaining systematically might prove challenging.
では、私から質問していいかしら？
Oh yeah, by all means. Makes sense. Clearing up your questions should make things nice and comprehensible.
じゃあまず、この場所について。どうしてまだ学園が残っているの？そしてみんなはどうしてここにいるの？
Yeah, even I would have assumed that the academy would have closed down. From the question, I'm assuming you thought this school was going to be shut down? Yumiko nods.
だって嫌な言い方だけれど、ここはもともと私一人のためにあの人が作った場所だから。
Yes. When you disappeared, so did the meaning for its existence. That your line of thought?
ええ。だから戻ってきてすぐにそれが気になったのよ。卒業しているはずのスオさんまでいるし、どういうことなのかって。
That's actually a valid point. Like, she would have. She was the oldest here. The super senior in question responds with a bright, casual smile.
まあ、榊さんとユージがいなくなった後、そういう話も出たんだけどね。
What is this place now, a college? Sachi nods and follows up Amane's interruption with a comment of her own.
ミニベロを見せられて共謀してたんじゃないかって言われたりもしました。
I really am sorry about that. Must have been a real headache.
まったくよ、私がどれだけ苦労したと思ってるのよ。
チルチルなんもしてへんやんけ。
思いつきでとりあえず首突っ込むのはやめた方がいいわよ。
Ooh. God damn.
うっさいわね。私だって。
I'm going to get back on topic now. The suspicion that they helped arrange our escape was cleared up eventually. Soon afterward, the principal informed everyone the school would be closing its doors.
でもそうなっちゃうとユージたちが帰ってくる場所がなくなっちゃうから、なんとかして私たちで残せないか学園長を通じてうまい具合に説得してもらったのよ。
一体どういう風に？
ここが残っている限り、そして私たちがここに住んでいる限り、風見さんたちが戻ってくる可能性がありますよと話をしてもらったんです。
Damn, that is actually pretty smart.
さも罠を仕掛けるかのように地図に一芝居打ってもらったのよさ。
狙いは成功。学園も寮もひとまずは存続が決まった。まあしばらくの間は周辺を妙なのがうろうろしていたけど、それも時間が経つにつれて減ってきたしね。
松島さんが見回りをしていたのもそのためだったのね。
Call it what you will.
そう大事な任務だからね。あははは。
今日当番なの忘れてたくせによう言うわ。
みちる様、幸はいつもおそばにいますからね。
寝坊ぐらい多めに見てよ。あとサチ、かわいそうな子扱いすんなよ。
Anyway, I think that basically covers your first question. Make sense?
ではもう一つ、これが本題だけど、どうやってこれからあの人に立ち向かうの？ここに戻ってきたからには何か考えがあってのことなのよね。
Yeah, of course. Instead of continuing, I turn to Sachi and nod. Sachi indicates her understanding with a moment of eye contact, then opens the notebook PC she's been holding and turns it to face us. A spreadsheet program appears on the screen, with a list of names in the first column, and thick blocks of detailed information stretching out to the side.
これは？
Yumiko looks it over for a moment, then glances at me with a confused a confused expression on her face. I almost died. Before explaining that, let me ask you a question, Yumiko.
Huh?
Why has your father, Sakaki Michiaki, been pursuing you so doggedly in the first place?
どうしてって、それはあの人の会社の跡継ぎに血縁のある私を添えて道具としていいように利用するため。
I mean, that's my assumption.
娘だからどうこうというより先にそれが立っていると思うわ。
I nod deeply. That's right. Sakaki Michiaki leads the East Beach group, and he wants to make you into his puppet. Those are the two facts that caused this situation.
その通りよ。でもどうして今更そんなことを改めて言うの？
You don't see where I'm going here?
まさかあの人をトップの座から退けるということ？
はい、正解です、榊さん。
Yumiko shakes her head back and forth in disbelief.
無茶よそんなの。社長交代させるには取締役会の承認が必要だわ。そんなにうまくいくはずが。
こちらをご覧いただけますか？
Once again, Sachi gestures toward the screen of her notebook computer.
東浜グループは東浜ホールディングスという持ち株会社が全ての株式を保有しています。そしてその持ち株会社の株式の保有比率は
With a click of the trackpad, she flips from the dense spreadsheet to a easily comprehensible pie graph. Excuse me there.
公共の交通機関を所有している関係から国土交通省が約3割、他はおおよそ 10% 程度の保有率で電力、銀行、保険、建設の各社が保有しています。肝心の榊道明氏の個人所有分は数%というところですね。
ねえマキナ、サチってさっきから一体何言ってんの？ねえ、いいからそこに置いてある魚味噌でも食っとけな。
Damn.
保有比率の件は分かったわ。でもそれがさっきの話にどうつながるの？
風見さんから依頼を受けて 私たちはその切り崩し工作を行ったんです。
切り崩し？株式の所有企業をってこと？
いやー、榊さんを前にして言うのもなんだけどさ、お父さん結構恨み買ってる部分もあったみたいでね。
ガチガチかと思ったけど意外とうまくいったのよさ。
はい、少々危ない橋も渡りましたが、風見さんの指令通り相手方をこちらにつけるための情報を確実に集めてまいりました。
なんかよくわかんないけど、本当にあんたを敵に回したくはないわね、私は。
Well, I can't disagree with Michiru on that one.
と言っても、せいぜい私にできるのは潜入工作レベルのことで、巨大な企業相手にあれこれといった大掛かりなことまでは不可能です。
そうよね。だとしたら一体。
As Yumiko's face fills with questions, I lightly drop a hand onto the crown of her head. And that's why JB and I arranged a few things behind the scenes.
ユージと春寺さんは一体どのぐらい前から？
Since right after our initial escape.
そんな前からだったの
1 year ago, Yumiko and I chose to flee together. At the time, I said we were going to look for an answer, not just run away. And just as those words might suggest, I began a quiet search from the shadows, seeking a way for Yumiko to earn genuine freedom.
というわけで、現在の反主流派にはこのようなメンツがいるわけです。
I see. With a little prodding, we really might stand a chance. To eliminate the problem posed by Sakaki Michiyaki, we need only deprive him of power. It didn't take long for me to reach that simplistic conclusion, but as a fugitive with only a few students for allies, there didn't seem to be a practical way of making it happen. That changed, surprisingly enough, with a furtive proposal from JB. Sakaki Michiyaki has meddled directly in Ichigaya's internal affairs in this matter, inspiring widespread resentment. Certain higher-ups had directly authorized an attempt to arrange his dismissal. However, JB was in frequent contact with Sakaki Michiyaki as our liaison, or however you pronounce that. It was too dangerous for her to take any direct action. I was assigned her direct subordinate, a woman named Kiara, to assist in planning the coup.
現在はまだ過半数に達していません。今後は敵に気づかれないように協力してくれる勢力を増やしていくことが必要となります。
Right. I've already explained matters to the others at the dorm. Go ahead and get in contact with them as well.
わかりました。
To our extreme good fortune, there was already what JB called a hostile internal power operating inside the East Beach ownership, and it didn't prove difficult to make them into our allies. In any case, we carried our complex preparations forward carefully but steadily, aiming to arrange a day of reckoning. Not that I mentioned any of that to Yumiko at the time. Not too long ago, we finally managed to secure a majority for the opposition faction. I take out my cell phone and hold it up for Yumiko to see. You know how we hid out for a few days before coming here?
あれもこのことに関係していたの？
Just stalling for time while our allies called an extraordinary general meeting. Agenda is pretty simple. A resolution for a certain board member's dismissal.
解任動議。
That's right. We're going to have Sakaki Michiyaki removed from the board of directors.
取締役を罷免。つまりそれが成立すれば代表でもなくなるということ？
Exactly. You can't be the representative director of a stock company. It's president, if you're not even a director. I snap open my cell phone and type out a series of digits. It's the same number Sorry, still dying. It's the same number Yumiko called from a public telephone about a week ago, on the verge of giving up hope. The same call that nearly meant our defeat. But this time, it's a declaration of war.
こんな時間に誰だね。非常識な。
In response to Michiyaki's surly greeting, I firmly and clearly announce myself. This is Kazami Yuuji. From the other end of the line, the man audibly catches his breath.
なんだと
All of a sudden, Michiaki shifts into an entirely different gear. There's obvious tension in his voice.
本物かお前今どこにいる答えろ
I'm inside the prison you built.
牢獄だと
After considering this for the briefest of moments, Michiaki responds with a shout.
美浜学園か今さらのうのうと戻ってきたというのか
Huh, you're good at guessing games. But then again, I suppose that one wasn't too much of a leap for you, was it?
黙れそこにユミコもいるんだな
And that's right, she's standing right next to me. If you want her back, come to the Mihama Academy dorm at 10 tomorrow morning. We'll talk then.
明日だとお前明日がどういう日か分かって言っているのか
I don't see any reason I should answer that question. But in general, President Sakaki, I'd encourage you to tread carefully. I abruptly end the call, not bothering to answer Michiaki's question. Yumiko's still staring at me in slack-jawed astonishment. I turn to face her and deliver a reassuring little thump on the shoulder. There, we've got our actors and our stage. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the curtain to rise.
おい答えろおいおい私だ今から社へ向かうぞああそうだユミコの件で動きがあったそれと市ヶ谷へ緊急連絡を回せすぐにだそうだハルデラだあのスパイ女を陸将補経由で連れてこい明日の総会そこに絡んでくる可能性も出てきた逃げられる前に急げわかったな
Hey man, they said 10 a.m., you better listen. After completing our thorough explanation for Yumiko, we begin a final review of our plans for tomorrow. Yumiko and I will handle the actual discussion with her father. Everyone else, focus on gathering information.
了解。
Sachi, I'd like you with us as a point of contact in case something we need to know about happens. Michiru, can you patrol the area starting early tomorrow morning and keep an eye out for any suspicious movements?
はい、わかりました。
オッケー
Alright, we'll gather in the lobby at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Same goes if there's any sign of movement before then. Let's finish this job, everyone. Dismissed. With that, everyone except Yumiko nods and gets to their feet. Since we've been preparing for this well in advance, there aren't any questions or objections now. All that's left is to assume our roles and see how it all plays out tomorrow. Oh, sorry. Yumiko calls out to stop us, and the others turn back to face her.
私急な話です。まだ理解できてない部分も多いけど、みんなが今回のことで私のために動いてくれたってことはよく分かったわ。本当にごめんなさい。
Just as the words start to leave Yumiko's mouth, Amane raises a hand to interrupt.
そこは謝るんじゃないでしょ。
そんな答えじゃお兄ちゃんに怒られるのよさ
はい、謝られるようなことはしていませんよ、私たちは。
そうそう謝るぐらいなら後でお礼言ってもらった方がいいわよ
Yumiko looks at everyone's face in turn, her expression still shadowed with guilt.
まあまだお礼を言われるにも早いんだけどね。ひとまずこの一件が終わったらみんなでゆっくり話しましょう。
そうさ。
みんな榊さんと仲良くなる前に離れ離れになっちゃったから、これからね。
Even after our classmates leave, a conflicted expression lingers on Yumiko's face. I can see a complex mixture of gratitude, guilt, and anxiety in her eyes. On the whole, it would be fair to say the girl's still somewhat unsettled at the moment. It's hard to blame her after how rapidly events have developed in the last few hours, but even so, tomorrow she's going to have to confront the thing that's been holding her back all this time. Ah, good old 1 o'clock in the morning on September 1st. Wake me up when September ends. Maybe we're still awake, I don't know. Yeah, having trouble sleeping? I decided to have Yumiko sleep in my room tonight for security reasons, if nothing else. It's been a while since we turned off the lights and got in bed, but there's no hint of drowsiness in her voice.
ユージは本当に勝てると思ってる。
Man, I hope. Her uneasy words echo inside the dark, quiet room. If I didn't, I never would have asked you that question in the first place.
本当に
Yeah, compared to risking everything on a thoughtless bet, running away and keeping our heads down would have been the clear choice, much less risk involved. I hear her clothes rustling softly on Yumiko's side of the bed. Or I hear clothes, not hear her clothes. Excuse me. We've been lying down with our backs turned to each other, but it sounds as though she's turned to face me.
そうよね。ごめんなさい。あなたはいつも考えているものね。
She pauses for a moment, then sighs softly.
あなただけじゃない。寮のみんなにしても、私のためにずっと長い間頑張ってくれて。こうしてお膳立てしてもらっても、未だに不安でいっぱいで。逃げ出したくなってしまう。
Yumiko, don't you remember what I told you at the very beginning? I thought I was pretty clear about this when I coaxed you out of that airplane. Nobody needs your guilt or apologies. Try gratitude. All you have to think about right now is breaking away from your father and the Sakaki house. Once you get your freedom, show your appreciation to the people who helped you. That's all the repayment we
で
need.
きるのかしら。私に
Of course you will. You've made your own decisions for the last year, Yumiko. You've grown. Have a little confidence in yourself.
そうよね。
When is Yuuji not?
スオさんにも言われたしね。せめてちゃんと返せるように。
I don't know why I'm dying right now. Like my throat is like, it's killing me. My words seem to have at least some effect as Yumiko mumbles vaguely encouraging words to herself. There's another rustling sound from the other side of the bed. She seems to have turned away from me once more. It's not like I'm absolutely confident about our chances myself, and I'm sure as hell not qualified to be pompously preaching at Yumiko like this. The words I spoke just now were directed to myself as much as her, an attempt... I'm sorry. Holy fuck. An attempt to persuade a coward to stand and fight for once in his life.
ユージ、お願いがあるの。
Before too long, Yumiko speaks to me again. Sure, go ahead.
もう泣き言を言ったりはしない。みんなのためにも、ユージのためにも、自分のためにもあの人に立ち向かう。だから
She hesitates for a moment, then continues slowly.
最後とは思いたくない。でも、もう明日しかないから。
Isn't
見てほしい。
isn't that what we're trying to accomplish here? You know, sleep as in good night?
もう一度だけ確かめたいの。あなたが、ユージがかけがえのない大切な存在だって。体で確かめたいのよ。
By falling asleep, right? This time I'm the one who flips over in bed. Yumiko's trembling slightly. Even from behind, it's obvious that she's forcing herself to be brave. First, I gently place a reassuring hand on her shoulder. Understood. Just promise me one thing first.
何かしら。
Promise me you won't think of this as the last time. We're going to be together for the rest of our lives, alright? That's a promise. Don't even let yourself think otherwise. Yumiko's back shivers again, just a little. She sniffles once before responding. I think I'll pretend not to notice the hint of suppressed tears in her voice.
ユージ、わかった。
Letting the tension drain from her body, Yumiko opens herself to me.
激しくしてほしい。私を飲み込むぐらいに。
We're gonna do that by sleeping, right? Works for me. With a nod, I slip my arms around her. Oh no, no, that is not sleeping. That is the polar opposite of sleeping. Oh no. Oh no. There's a second round. And things look crazy. I mean, just look at Yuuji right there, guys. Like, holy shit, dude. That's what's catching my eye right there. Oh no. There's actually a round 3. It won't end. They're just going at it. Thank God Yuuji has the insane stamina that we know him to have. Anyways, even after we've thoroughly confirmed our mutual feelings, Yumiko and I continue talking, for a long time. Making love seems to have eased the girl's earlier uncertainty somewhat. Her voice has regained something of its usual calm. Nothing like sex to get rid of that anxiety.
あの人のことを考えていたわ。
Sakaki Michiyaki? Yumiko nods slightly against her pillow.
私はあの人のことを恨んでいる。憎み続けている。だけど怖いぐらいにあの人のことを何も知らないのよ。
You know, that's understandable, I want to say. I can kind of get that. It sort of seemed like he or she was learning more about him back when he was trying to prepare her to be a puppet. I don't know why he was pretending, you know, just actually be kind to your daughter or your child in general. And also don't control them. You know, maybe ask them to run your company and not force them to. Through kindness, I feel like that all could have worked really well. And she could have gotten to know him better. But he never wanted to open up. And I think that was the deal that created this curiosity here. The fact that she knows nothing about him. He can't open up. He has other motives. From what Yumiko says, the man known as Sakaki Michiyaki doesn't enjoy discussing his past in any detail. Any reader of economic magazines or websites can find an outline of his impressive academic background and professional accomplishments, but there's virtually nothing to be found on more personal aspects of his life. Even the sexual scandals Yumiko described have been largely scrubbed from the narrative, for so little to be known about such a public figure suggests a concentrated effort to scare off or manipulate the media. Politics. All I found is a loose sketch of the man's personality, repeated again and again. For the sake of expanding his corporate empire, Sakaki Michiyaki will do absolutely anything. Wonder if something happened when he was younger. Human beings are shaped by their childhood experiences more than anything else. Even Yumiko doesn't know much about that part of her father's life, but there must have been something that made him into the ruthless obsessive he is today.
ユージを信じてる。でもあの人は今でもやっぱり怖い。
Yumiko seems to shrink a little as she draws close to me.
大丈夫よね、ユージ。
Of course, rest assured. Embracing Yumiko with one arm, I run my hand through her hair, then stroke her cheek. And a few minutes after her trembling finally dies down, a peaceful drowsiness settles over us both. Good night. Ah, the sleep I wanted, you know?
来たかね。
ええ、もう来る気はありませんでしたが、緊急にとのことでしたので。
Yeah, no one would want to be around him.
風見雄二から連絡があった。
はい、その旨報告は受けております。
あの軍人上がり、生意気にも私を挑発してきた。由美子を返してほしければ、明日あの辺境の町へ来いとのことだ。
Damn, this guy's personality truly is sour.
私どもの部下のやったこと、重ね重ねお詫びいたします。至急現地に赴きまして説得を。
そんな猿芝居はもういいんだよ、ハルデラさん。
私はこの一件に関与していないと何度も申し上げ、証拠も提出したはずですが。
あくまで白を切り通すか。まあいい。ひとまず明日が終わるまではおとなしくしてもらうぞ。
Why even call her over here then?
おい、やれ。はい。
社長、どういうおつもりですか。これは私どもに対する不当な行為であり、拘束など。
無論、あなたの上司の許可は得ている。表向きは泊まりがけのご招待だ。 後で何を言おうが遠慮なくもみ消す。
Man, fuck this guy.
あなた方が何を企んでいるのかは知らんが、こんなくだらない騒動で榊家の野望をついえさせるわけにはいかん。
何のことをおっしゃっているのか分かりかねます。
軍人はどこまでも任務に忠実だな。その心があなたの部下にもあればよかったのだが、何か連中と連絡を取るかもしれん。電波の届かない地下にでも閉じ込めておけ。
はい。
生きて帰れると
Goodbye,
マシだと思え。
JB.
あの人ならば間違いなく存在ごと消していただろうからな。
Oh boy, 5 o'clock. By the time the morning light against my eyelids wakes me, Yumiko's already gotten out of bed and dressed herself. Noticing me stir, she turns back to face the bed.
ユージ、おはよう。
Her voice is clear and dignified. There's no hint of the weakness or fear from last night. It sounds as though she steeled herself for what's coming. Yeah, morning. I roll out of bed and quickly begin my own preparations. 9 o'clock, the time of reckoning. A little while later, everyone's gathered in the lobby just as we arranged yesterday evening. There's 1 hour before our appointment with Michiaki, time we'll use to make a few final preparations.
そろそろ時間ね。マキナ、裏口はしっかり固めた？
サッチンと一緒に厳重に固めたのよさ。
Yeah, I don't think that's how you spell fortified.
もし侵入者があってもすぐにわかるようにはしてあります。
Well, this isn't going to be a siege battle, but it never hurts to cover all your bases. Stay on your toes. How's it going on your end, Sachi? Sachi responds without taking her eyes off the screen of her laptop.
大丈夫です。予定通り臨時株主総会は開催されるようです。
At a glance, there's nothing odd visible from the video feed of the conference room she's monitoring. Okay, now we just wait for the villain to make his entrance. Forming my right hand into a fist, I lightly smack it into my left palm. And almost as if someone's taken their cue, the sound of running footsteps approaches from outside the dorm.
来たわよ。なんかすごい大勢で来てる。
Returned from her patrol, Michiru bursts into the lobby in a state of obvious consternation.
じゃあ行ってくるわ。
Yumiko, who had been sitting on the sofa in silence throughout our meeting, rises gallantly to her feet. As the others watch with concern in their eyes, she slowly opens the door and heads outside. I follow quietly in her wake. An extraordinary spectacle greets us. Specifically, it's an absolute swarm of jet black cars, reminiscent of that parent-teacher conference visit, but on a far greater scale. I count more than 10 vehicles at a glance. Hard-faced men in black suits who could easily pass for gangsters form a solid row in front of their cars. The dorm's entirely surrounded. The unbroken ring of vehicles and men stretches around the building at a distance of maybe 10 meters. Clearly not interested in letting us get away this time. Probably only natural given his long pursuit and the insult I delivered last night. But above all else, I think this display of force is the product of Sakaki Michiaki's sheer stubborn tenacity. The rear door of the car stopped directly in front of us, swings open, and with extremely deliberate movements, a single man emerges. A slender, graying man, dressed in a conservative charcoal suit, his glare as sharp as a knife and significantly less friendly. Yumiko's father, Sakaki Michiaki.
まさか予告通り、バカ正直にここにいるとはな。
The first words out of his mouth are a toneless expression of surprise. As he looks over his daughter, the corners of Michiaki's mouth jerk up slightly into something resembling a smirk.
久しぶりだな。少し痩せたんじゃないのか。
ええ。突然襲われたり、海外に連れ去られそうになったり、必要に追われたりしたから。
Ooh.
きっとそのせいだわ。
God damn, dude.
は 誰のためを思ってやったことなのか分かろうともせずに。まあいい。
Michiaki's scornful expression gives way with disconcerting smoothness to a gentle smile.
なあユミコ、今ならばまだ許してやる。最後の慈悲だ。お前が私のもとへ戻ってくれば、その男は許してやろうじゃないか。泣いて許しを超え、お父さんごめんなさいと謝罪しろ。そうすれば全て丸く収まるんだ。さあ早く。
嘘よ。
父親を信じられないのか。
No?
父親だなんて。あなたを父と思ったことなんて、あの裏切られた日以来一度だってなかったわよ。
Yumiko's voice quivers with rage, her teeth grinding audibly. She squeezes spiteful words out of her throat and fires them at Michiaki like arrows.
今日こうしてあなたの前に立ったのは、娘として戻るわけでも泣いて許しを請うわけでもないわ。
おお、何のためだと言うんだ。
A gust of wind blows across the yard, kicking up a swirling cloud of sand. For just a moment, it hides Michiaki from view, and when he appears again, Yumiko's tightly pursed lips open.
あなたと決別するためよ。
Michiaki doesn't even flinch, but Yumiko presses on regardless, her eyes slightly downcast, letting the anger she's kept inside flow freely out of her.
ずっと孤独だった。あなたから捨てられ、何もない時間を過ごし、一方的に呼び戻されて、裏切られて、一方的に放り込まれたこの学園でも、私は囚人同然の生活を押し付けられた。誰とも話せず、何も考えられず、ずっと一人きりだった。けど
Yumiko turns back. Her gaze lingers on me and Sachi, then turns to the dorm where our other classmates are waiting. I've never seen such a peaceful smile on her face
こ
before.
こには同じような傷を負った子たちがいたわ。すぐには無理だったけど、少しずつゆっくりと話していくことができた。そしてユージが来た。ユージもまたいろんなことを私に教えてくれた。
With a flutter of her hair, she spins back to face Michiaki once more.
なのにあなたはそれすらもまた奪おうとした。私には空想なものばかりを与え、心の通ったものは何一つとして与えようとも持つことも許さなかった。でももう私は言いなりにはならない。自分の口で喋って自分の手足で動いて、あなたの人形になんかなり下がらない。あなたはたくさんのものを壊して潰してきたわ。お母さんだって裏切ってボロボロにした。
Yumiko's eyes open wide in a furious glare. Her teeth snap together even more loudly than before.
あなたみたいな感情のない機械なんかに父親だなんて言われたくなんかないのよ。
Yeah, you fucking tell that son of a bitch.
生意気な口を叩くな。
A harsh bellow cuts through the air. For a moment, Yumiko flinches back.
お前のような子供に何がわかる。
Michiaki takes a firm step toward us. He speaks in a voice so low it seems to rise up from the ground underneath his leather shoes.
父から受け継いだ大盗品を小娘のわがままで潰すわけにはいかんのだ。
So your selfishness is to be followed? That's what we have to do here? You dumb fool.
ゴミのような周りの企業を掌握し、傀儡を増やし、いつかは国をも買う。それこそが父の夢であり、父と同じである私の夢だ。
Damn. Now that's just straight stupidity.
父は私を人形にした。自らがその人形の中に入り、動き、大盗品を揺るぎなきものにした。私はそれを継ぎ、お前を新しい人形にして器をさらに大きくするのだ。
The thing standing in front of Yumiko right now isn't a human being. It's the incarnation of an ambition handed down through the decades, a company in the shape of a man, trying to swallow her into itself.
その大いなる前提の前に個々の意志などゴミに等しい。そんなものを大切だと説かれたところで何の考えもない。
やっぱり人間じゃないわ、あなた。
また小娘の分際で人間がどうだのと語るのか。もうたくさんだ。お前の母親もきっとそんな甘いことばかり言っていたから勝手に潰れていったのだろう。
お母さんのことをそんな風に言わないで。元はといえばあなたが原因を作ったんじゃないの。
会社の発展のためにあの程度のことすら許容することもできなかった強量な女だ。私が責任を感じることなど何もないだろう。
Oh yeah, you know, an affair. That's totally fine. She was closed-minded. Closed-minded to the fact that you had an affair for your personal gain. This guy.
そう全部やはり嘘だったのね。私に言ってきた言葉も態度も何もかもが。
さあ時間の無駄だ。実力行使に出てもいいが荒っぽいことはしたくない。
As Michiaki extends his hand, Yumiko draws back a step in refusal. The next words out of her mouth are delivered in a voice as cold as ice. Oh, here it is, guys. Let's hear it.
あなたはもう終わりよ。
Oh, fuck, dude.
なんだと。
わからないの。なぜユウジがあなたを今日ここに呼んだのか。なぜ今日でなくてはいけなかったのか。
Michiaki's eyebrows twitch ever so slightly. A moment later, with an expression caught halfway between an angry scowl and an amused smile, he answers.
今日。そうか。やはりお前たちがやったのか。
そうよ。東浜ホールディングスの臨時株主総会。社長の解任動議が今日可決されれば、あなたは社長の座を失う。私を傀儡にして達成するはずの野望も、ここで完全についえることになるわ。
Michiaki listens to his daughter's words expressionlessly. There's no anger, no surprise, no scorn or fear. His face is simply blank, and somehow that indifference is more intimidating than any emotion could have been. Finally, a dry rattling chuckle emerges from his throat.
何がおかしいの？
いいぞ、いいぞ、ユミコ。そうして社会のお勉強をするのか。これからの仕事に役立つな。いや、まさか自ら勉強してくれるとはな。
Clapping his hands together with easy confidence, Michiaki responds as if genuinely pleased by the situation. There isn't the slightest hint of anxiety in his cold, amused eyes.
まだそんな強がりを言うつもりなの？現実を見てからそんなふざけたことを。
強がり？そういうのはきちんと情勢を確認してから言うんだな。お前の方こそ現実を見た方がいいんじゃないのか。
Yumiko turns around once more. Sachi is just lowering a cell phone from her ear, her face a ghastly shade of white.
あまねさんから今連絡が入りました。
The normally unflappable girl's voice shakes with disbelief.
賛成の動議に誰も立ち上がらないそうです。そんな。
嘘でしょ？賛成するって言ってたはずなのに。
口裏を合わせたかのように静まり返っているのよさ。これってダメなんでしょ？解任に賛成させなきゃいけないでしょ。今すぐ連絡とかできないの？あまね。
ダメよ。私らが直接この人たちに言ったわけじゃないもの。すごく面倒なルートを通しての約束だから、話をするにしてもまたそのルートを通さないといけないわ。
じゃあこのまま黙って見ていろって言うの？どうしようもないのよさ。そんな。
お前たちがあの市ヶ谷の女あたりと企んで反対派を動かしていたことぐらいは知っていたよ。
Should have assumed that he was gonna be in on something.
まあ子供の革命ごっこがどこまで通じるのか興味半分で見ていたが、思った以上に勉強していたようで驚いたよ。構成してきちんとした学校を出れば使ってやらんこともないぞ。
As Yumiko bites down on her lip in frustration, Michiaki takes another step forward, his stride even larger and bolder than before.
さあ、今度こそ本当に終わりだ。私の人形になる覚悟を決めろ、ユミコ。
いや。
覚悟を決めるのなら、そうだな。そこにいる軍人上がりのガキも性欲処理用として飼うのを許してやらんでもないぞ。
What the fuck?
まあ、その代わりに人間としての尊厳は極限までそぎ落とすがな。
そんなの許せるわけが。
Yumiko is still mounting her best attempt at resistance, but the momentum has shifted entirely in favor of her father. His face placid and composed, Michiaki takes another step forward. And this time his cruel eyes flick over in my direction.
おい、軍人上がり。そこに突っ立ってないで。お前も何か言ったらどうなんだ。
Can we like pull out a gun and just shoot him? His tone of voice is light, teasing.
女にばかり前に立たせて喋らせるとは情けないにも程があるだろう。
In strong contrast to her father's composure, Yumiko's voice twists with sorrow and fear. Without particularly reacting to either of them, I cock my head to the side and furrow my brow. That's funny. Do I hear a phone? Michiaki grimaces sourly in evident disappointment.
なんだと？別に構わん。出るがいい。どうせすぐに電話など取り上げ。
Wrong. Does sound like a phone's ringing, but it's not mine. Somebody else must be getting a call.
何を一体言っているんだ。
The man clearly seems to think this somewhat less than important right now. For the first time, I meet his gaze with a powerful glare of my own. You still don't understand. It's your phone. With a very important call.
私のだと。
Dubiously, Michiaki reaches up for the pocket in his suit. The instant his hand touches the softly buzzing cell phone, his bemused expression changes to one of pure surprise.
なぜ貴様にわかった？
Not important. You should probably answer right away. Take a look at who's calling.
なんだと？こんな時にどこの誰が？
Muttering complaints to himself, Michiaki glances down at the screen. His face stiffens instantly.
村松、国土交通大臣からだと。
He hurriedly presses the answer button, his attention now focused solely on the phone. The rest of us no longer seem to even register.
もしもし、村松大臣ですか？榊です。榊でございます。
Oh boy, I wonder how this call will go. We'll have to find out in the next episode because I'm out of time. Time to go for a jog, Yuuji style. Just a lot slower. But I think there's maybe one more episode. I actually have no idea to go. And then I guess we'll see some sort of conclusion for this story. It's gotten pretty heated. And I guess this is a prime example of how crazy and wild action isn't necessary for a crazy and wild conclusion. Because this has been pretty intense. So next time, maybe we'll come to a conclusion. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. Taking Back Tomorrow. That is the name of the chapter we're on, and hopefully we do take back tomorrow. Or something along those lines. But anyways, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. Thank you to all who have subscribed so far, and I will see you all in the next episode. Take it easy.